Are you looking to take your stream up a notch? Maybe get you a camera that has a little bit clearer stuff than say just a regular webcam that maybe goes to 4K? Maybe you want to do some YouTube vlogging with it. On top of that, maybe you want to be able to use it as a capture webcam. Well, we might have that today in the Canon M50. Hey, Jason here with HOJGaming, and we're coming to you with another review. Yes, it has been a while for us to do an unboxing review, and that's literally because I have been waiting for something to come in to do the reviews with. I've heard you, and I've listened. You're tired of the weird sounds that the Garmin Verb makes, and that's all I've had. I'm even using this Logitech to keep from using that again, but what we have here will up that game. The Canon M50. That's right, guys. This thing takes pictures, you can vlog with it, you can do videos like this with it. It even has super fun capabilities like super slow-mo in 720, which you'll be able to use for B-rolls and all those fancy things. But without further ado, let's open this up and see what we got inside. All right, here we go. So I've not opened it yet. I got it with a package like deal where it had little frilly things like cases and stuff, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about this. This is what we care about. All right, that is a fat instruction manual. Holy smoke, this is the biggest one I've seen in a while. Let's see. Getting started, and then it's in like 20 different languages or something. I didn't actually count. It just looks like a lot. This kind of opens up here. You've got the cool little Canon strap. That's not bad, right? Looks like a charging cable. And this is the camera. Let's put that aside for a second. Little charging thing for the battery. What else we got? What else? Let's get everything out of the box. Okay, I believe that is the lens, and this is the battery. Make sure nothing else is in here. Nice and empty. Now this isn't, normally I buy stuff that's renewed or refurbished or whatever. I actually bought this new for a change. There you go. The refurbished stuff, for one, there wasn't a lot of it available, and for two, it really wasn't much difference in price, and it didn't come with a package and stuff. So, first off, we got the charger. I believe it's just a wall plug charger that you put the battery into. Oh, no. So you just plug this in here, put the battery in, boom, charging. Not super hard. Some of this is very intuitive. I think where I'm going to be struggling is learning the camera itself. Let's see what else we got. This battery. I know you guys are looking at this camera right here, and you're like, please just open the camera, dude. We don't want to see all this other stuff. But that's part of the fun. You got to know what comes in the box. All right. Here's the battery. Yep, just battery. All right. So you just throw that bad boy in there and start it to charging. So I will do that in a second. I don't know if we'll be able to turn this thing on or not. We may have to wait for that afterwards. We'll just do the unboxing and then I'll do the review and stuff later. Oh, look at this bad boy. It comes with a 15 by 45 millimeter image stabilizing little lens here. It has a cap to protect it. It's pretty neat. And it just fits right into the Canon. You take this off, it snaps in, it does all the fun autofocus and all that stuff. Okay. And last but not least, actually it's very not least, because it is the actual body of the camera. So now unfortunately I'm gonna have to do all the filming in front of this Logitech. So, and my microphone right here that's on the very bottom of the corner here. Alright, this is I'm gonna tell you right now, it feels kind of nice. It's not too light but not too heavy. Like, I feel like I'd be able to hold this up for a while. It does have a screw on the bottom. So, like, say I just happen to have one of these. Like one of these here, just kind of screws in. Then you can kind of hold it. That's not bad, right? That'll alleviate some of that shake that you get when you're. But it doesn't come with one of those. This just happened to come in that package that I bought with it. So you'll have to get your own. I'm sure you probably have 8 or 9 of them around the house. Yep, just kind of screws off. A little protective lens there. So right now we're just going, oh look, little flash. And here we go. Besides all the buttons and stuff on the back, we do have this little flip out screen. Now, my wife specifically said, does it turn? It turns that way. And then turns all the way around so you can see what you're vlogging, right? How important is that when you're taking a video to actually see what you're kind of videotaping? With that Garmin Verb, not a thing. The only reason I can see this Logitech right now is because I literally have it at the top of my monitor and I'm watching the monitor. Without that, a vlogging camera is not very great. But it does only kind of flip around this way. I believe you can flip it, there you go. And then you can see what you're taking pictures of. So that's pretty cool. So you do have a couple little capabilities there of which way you want it to go. And it does have a stop to keep it from going too far. And you just put it back in there for protection. Let's see. This is one of the reasons I got this. I was looking at the M200, but it did not have mic capabilities, and that seemed very important to me for the future. So I do have a mic coming. That will be later, right now, but you just plug the mic in here, and boom, you have a mic. The Canon also has this cool beta software where you can plug it in without HDMI. Or, I take it back. We'll have to look at that. I do believe you can use the USB and use the beta software, and you can actually use it as a webcam without a capture card, which is cool. If you're like, hey, I need a better camera, I want to up my game here, but I do not want to pay for a capture card just yet. Something like this would be super good to like get in on the ground game. Again, the M200 would have been great for that too. Actually, any of their EOS cameras use that beta software. So I'm going to charge this up. We will take some videos with my webcam, which is a 1080p webcam. We'll take some videos with this, and we'll take some videos of that Garmin Verb and kind of show you the differences. Again, that Verb that I have been using for years at this point was made as a 360 camera for a lot of outdoorsy stuff. So I might do some indoor and outdoor comparison, but I think this camera is going to blow it away, but this does not do 360. So it's whichever one you want. But the video quality I think will be a lot better, and you'll kind of see that, even though both of them do 4K. Just put that out there. This works in 4K. I believe it is a cropped version, and it's at 24 FPS. It is also a 1080p and 60 FPS, and what I'm super excited about, and I don't know why people don't think of this too, 720 in 120 FPS. You want a good B-roll, from what I understand, you have to film in a higher FPS than you're going to actually put together everything in. And if I want to do 180 FPS video, I need to be able to do 720 a lot faster. And this will do that. So this thing has a lot of capabilities. I really want to get into it, but I have to charge it first. So I will see you guys later after it's all charged up and ready to go. Alright, so what we're going to do is 2 different videos. One will be with the Logitech. I set both the Logitech and the Canon to the 1080 30 FPS. I want to be completely fair. The Canon, I was having issues getting the autofocus to work with actually the mode that I wanted, with some of the settings I put in. So I'm going to be running it in a manual focus. The Canon will be slightly above the Logitech, and I was trying my best to get the dang Logitech to come up with its own microphone so I can test the microphones against each other. I mean, a microphone's what it is on the thing. So if you're going to be looking to do, like, I need to do this video and I'm going to sit in front of my computer, you can decide whether you want to use a Canon hooked up to a capture card or this. Now the Canon's not hooked up to a capture card at the moment. It's just recording, and I just wanted to give you those couple caveats before we started. So I will do two things and just kind of move around a little bit, and you can see each one. So here we go. Alright, so this is the Logitech cam that I've been filming on. It's a C920. There's a lot of blur. The whites are really white, kind of almost washed out. It's very bright on my face with this newer ring light. And yeah, we're going to go into the Canon now. The Canon M50. A lot less blur. I think that the colors are more saturated and true to life. Even with that bright, harsh light, it's doing a really good job of keeping that good. And yeah, I'm really liking this a lot more than the other one. Alright, I did want you to get a semblance of what the microphone is without a Yeti hooked up to it. So I've been using a Yeti. This is now the onboard microphone for the Canon M50. It's about maybe 1.5 feet away from my face. Basically, it's at the very 15mm setting, and again on autofocus. All the lighting is the same, everything's the same as it was just a second ago when I was doing the video stuff, but I wanted you to get an idea of how the microphone would sound, again, compared to more professional. So you may end up deciding, hey, I don't need a DSLR with onboard. I need something that has the capability to have a microphone plugged into it, and this does have that over the M200. So that might be just to get an idea of what the onboard microphone again sounds like. This is it. This is what it has, and this has had no editing, no nothing. It's just what it is. I started with the Logitech, and I'm going to end with the Logitech. Again, we're back to this nice, bright, newer light in my face. So I am super impressed by this camera. I haven't even hooked it up to a capture card. I've only filmed in 30 FPS as we saw for the video. I have messed with some of the settings afterwards. I'm kind of digging the whole manual focus thing. It takes me back to the days where I used to have an old 35mm Canon and you get it on there and do that stuff. The pictures come out super crisp. I would share some of them with you, but I kind of deleted them, and I would wander around taking pictures, but I wanted to get this review done. All of the hookups and everything, you got these little buttons to take stuff off. Hold on, I gotta lock this first. Do that locks the camera. Boom. And then you can replace it with whatever you want. I heard 22mm pretty good for wide, slower, low light type stuff, so maybe I'll get one of those. Maybe that's the next purchase. I am super excited to use this for better videos. I'm sorry that it has been this long. It's been a year and you guys have been dealing with me like this. Thank you so much for hanging in there while I saved up to get one of these. And two, my Just Dance streams. I've seen a lot clearer Just Dance streams. A lot of the autofocus issues that I've had in the past with the Logitech does not pick up a lot of movement, and I could put this at 60 FPS and capture that way through obviously a Cam Link or even the beta software that they have. I think that only does 30 FPS. I haven't got into that. I will probably do a video on that and the differences of the Canon beta capture software versus an actual capture card. But that's after, obviously, I get a capture card. Wasn't very hard to set up. All the menus are all push button. I have this screen protector on here, so it did get a little scratched up, as you can see there. But that's just the screen protector. I put that on specifically because I knew I was going to do things like mess with it and everything else. So I am super excited about this thing with the flash capabilities, the capability to hook up a microphone to the top. So when I'm outside and it's windy and you guys are like, I can only hear out of my left ear with that. Guess what? With a microphone hooked up to this thing, that is going to be way better. And the shakes that you're getting from the desk are me literally shaking the desk. Like, this camera is that sensitive to it. This also has the capability to take all that shakiness out of a video. So, I mean, we're looking at night and day. Now, granted, again, I'm comparing this to a webcam. but one of the major things that I bought this for was to replace the Garmin Verb that you guys have seen videos of. I did not take a video to compare it. It's not even in the same ballpark. But again, that's a 360 outdoor type adventure camera, and this is not that. This is a camera that does videos and does them well, I think. And that you can use as an extra webcam if you want the capabilities. It does have clean HDMI output, so if you hook up an HDMI, put it to a capture card, all the menus and all that fun stuff will be gone. So yes, I am super excited about this. If you're looking to step up, okay, there's a lot of other stuff out there, Sony's, everything else, but say you don't have a cam link, but you're looking for something that's super multi-purpose and has the capability to change out lenses and is very versatile, I think that this Canon is worth the money. Again, I compared it a lot to other Canons, even to the Sony, what is it, 6100 I looked at. Was not as impressed with it. Now granted, that is an older version and is more comparable to the M200, but as soon as I stepped up and wanted a microphone, the prices jumped dramatically. Now look, this is at 4K, it only does 24 FPS, okay? That's kind of a drawback, but really, am I going to be streaming in 4K? No. And this is supposed to be a much clearer stream cam for me on top of vlogging. Will I really vlog in 4K, especially if it's cropped? Probably not. Most of my uploads to YouTube are never in 4K anyways. I have a lot to learn about it, a lot to learn. So if you're going to get into it, you're going to need to learn quite a bit, unless you already know about cameras, and then you might just be jumping right into what you like and what you already know. Yep, and this even has customizable buttons. So all these buttons on here, like I found out that you can go through and customize all of these to something else. Like say, I'm probably never going to use this trash button, so I make it the on-off button for the sensor that's in the back. I'd rather push that and actually turn the screen off and then use the viewfinder if that's what I want to use. Yeah, so I'm super stoked about this. I'm willing to learn a lot more, and this is almost like a first step into videography and photography that I'm taking, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the videos a lot more. I'm hoping that it really does a lot better for my Just Dance stream, and it stops being all out of focus and stuff. I will have to figure out the autofocus in movie mode, which I think will be a lot easier than what it was doing. I know this lens has autofocus, so I know that's going to be a thing I just have to figure out how to do. But thank you guys so much. It would mean a lot to us if you're going to get one of these or any other camera that you're looking for, use the link below. And two, yeah, follow us. Follow us here on Twitch, Instagram. It's all in the description below. And I'll see you guys, one, in gaming, and two, hopefully, you guys will see me through this bad boy, and it will be much better than this.